Welcome, welcome! It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And today we are going to do a St. Patrick's Day special video here on St. Patrick's Day, celebrating some interesting ships and vehicles. Hello, how are you doing? I already don't like something about this video. Something's off. We're gonna have to change something. Let's go in here in the shower. Let's go ahead and, shut the door, and let's change this around. Let's move this around. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. There we go. You can't celebrate St. Patrick's Day without green. So, I decided to change my armor over to green to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Don't forget to wear green today, guys and gals. Today we are going to discuss some ships that RSI, CIG, whoever you want to call them, Cloud Imperium decided to put in the game, especially for St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day of the future has been renamed Stella Fortuna. I don't know exactly why they renamed it that. Maybe, I don't know. But it's the same holiday. It's still celebrated by drunken revelry. A lot of people go out and get drunk on St. Patrick's Day. It's no different in the future. I'm not really one of those people, but it's a lot of fun. St. Patrick's Day is fun. Stella Fortuna's a fun idea. They have a lot of lore written around this. You need to check it out on the website. All that information is actually up right now. Today, we are going to take a look at the Constellation Phoenix Emerald. So how does it compare to the Constellation Phoenix? Well, as you can see here side by side, they look very much alike with the exception of the color palette. They're both going to have size 4 guns. Standard is the M series lasers. I think M6As are the size 4s. And they both have a turret that has 2 size 2 Badgers. So they are able to put a little fire down range. Nothing spectacular. Actually, they have 2 turrets, one up and one below. And then they do have some missiles as well. Now, originally when this ship was concepted, it was supposed to have 2-point defense cannons. And those were supposed to be able to take out incoming missiles or incoming ships that got too close. They would automatically track those things and start firing for you, as long as you had them turned on. Somehow, those got lost from concept to reality. And of course, that caused a big stink in the verse. It caused a big stink, period. I am one of those people that dislike that change because I got this ship, under the pretense that I would have those point defense cannons. Another thing that the original concept was supposed to have was some sort of smuggling compartment in the cargo area. Well, it doesn't have that right now, and I believe CIG are going to go back and put that in. I think they're going to go back and do a little more work on this ship, even though it's very pretty. They are going to fix it up and maybe put some of the things that they promised the community. As you can see here, it's got plenty of room for some passengers. Well, I say plenty of room. It's got room for like 4 sleepover passengers. It's got these 2 smaller cabins, which are pretty neat if you're not claustrophobic. And of course, you have these seats here for just kind of lounging around. There's more seats to the right here with a table in between. If you want to sit across from a couple other people and maybe play cards or just have a conversation. It's got TVs here and there and everywhere. Looks like some books on a bookshelf. Nice, beautiful window looking out. You can see Lorville in the background there. I really like the Phoenix series, but I really dislike what they did when they implemented it. Because of, like I said, they promised one thing and they did another, which CIG is kind of known to do on occasion. As you can see, the bar area, which is really nice. They had a different version of the Phoenix in the game that you could go to in the hangar. I've got some videos of that. If you go back looking through my videos, the Constellation series, you'll be able to see some of that. This is definitely much prettier than that version. You can see that there's a table to the right there. There is an aquarium that goes all seas all the way through. It's like a double-sided aquarium. In this little space here, a hot tub is supposed to be able to go. And I believe you can put a piano or something in there as well. Some people got a piano with their original Phoenix purchase. And this is a single-sided glass. You can only see out from the inside in this nice double bed room. It has a big, beautiful window to the outside as well, which I believe that glass should be single-sided as well, because you don't want people looking in and they're EVAing around the ship. You change it. Ah! Yeah, so you want you want to have some privacy. And this is the bigger table. I guess you could use it for dining, although there's not really much in the way of kitchen space in here. We will take a look at that cargo hold in a little bit. You got more component spaces to the left and the right. And then back here in the back, this is where your P-72 Archimedes will dock with your Constellation or your Constellation Phoenix or Phoenix Emerald. They just released for St. Patrick's Day a new ship. It is the Constellation Phoenix Emerald's perfect match in the P-72 Archimedes Emerald. Yeah, you heard that right. They just took a regular P-72 Archimedes and colored it green and called it the Emerald. But it is new in the game, and it does have lifetime insurance, and it's available for $35 on War Bond right now. So if you guys are looking to upgrade into, say like a Carrack when it goes back on sale, or 600i, or some other ship like that that's been on sale before that doesn't have lifetime insurance, you can buy these P-72 Archimedes and get lifetime insurance on one of those ships when you upgrade. The other thing we want to show you today is the Ursa Rover Fortuna. They took a couple of years back, they took an Ursa Rover and they painted it green and released it on St. Patrick's Day, calling it the Ursa Rover Fortuna after Stellar Fortuna, which, is the St. Patrick's Day of the future. It's pretty cool looking, and it's just like the Ursa Rover, just as the Phoenix and the Phoenix Emerald are identical, with the exception of the color change. Both Ursa Rover and Rover Fortuna have two size 1 Bulldog repeaters on a remote turret that you can bring to bear on enemies when you're on the ground. You can do it as the driver, or your shotgun can enter the remote turret and do the firing for you. I really like the Ursa Rover. I believe it's a very fun fun vehicle to drive. It is definitely an all-terrain vehicle. There are some jumps that I have made in this thing that a Cyclone would never survive in. I like the Cyclones too. They're super fast and they whip around, but once you hit a rock, it could be the last rock you hit. Whereas when this Rover hits a rock, you're probably going to survive with no worries. Now, I have flipped these on their side and their top before, which is kind of unpleasant because it's very hard to flip it back. You really got to have a ship to flip them back over on their wheels. Daymar can be a very difficult place to drive with all the rocks in certain places. So I would suggest being careful that you don't hit every single rock that you see, because you can flip it. But it is capable of rolling over a lot of different things. It's the perfect ATV. It's perfect troop transport. It's got room in the back for, I think, 4 people. And you can spot for the driver and then your shotgun, your co-driver. navigator, whatever you want to call them. So plenty of space in here for everybody. And we actually used this on a couple of ops in the recent past couple weekends, where we were in a Carrack and we set the Carrack down, drove the Rover out of the bay, and went and assaulted a couple of outposts here on Hurston, you know, the Evict Outlaws missions. So it was pretty cool to use it in that way, and I hope we can use it that way some more in the future. So why would you want to have a Phoenix and a Phoenix Emerald? Well, I don't want both. So I will definitely be upgrading my regular Phoenix and keeping the Phoenix Emerald. I actually melted some things to get the Phoenix Emerald, and I did some different things to make that happen. I had some spare ships that I didn't really need or want, so I just melted those and picked up the Emerald. So there are several sales going on right now on the website, which I will get to here in a minute. Guys, let me know what you think about these ships down in the comments, the vehicles. Do you think it's just a cash grab by Cloud Imperium? Do you think it's cool that they've added these different liveried ships, these limited time ships and vehicles? Do you think it's a little bit of both? What do you think about it? If you have a Phoenix, are you wanting to get the Emerald instead, or in addition to? If you have the Ursa Rover, is the Rover Emerald, Rover Fortuna something you were wanting to get in addition or instead? Same thing with the P-72 Archimedes. Is that something you want instead of the Emerald version instead of the regular version? What do you think about this obvious ploy to get a little extra money, but it also has a lot of lore going into the Stella Fortuna mythos. They've talked about it a couple of years. They have a lot of background story here that they go into, especially on the sell page. So on sale right now, you have the P-72 Archimedes Emerald. Said it's $35 for War Bond, which gets you lifetime insurance, $40, and you get 6-month insurance, and you can use store credit. They also have the Ursa Rover Fortuna. I believe it's $55, and you only get 6-month insurance on it. So you could technically get a P-72 at $35, upgrade it into the Rover maybe. I don't know if they'll let you upgrade into a ground vehicle. I don't think they will. But theoretically, you could do something like that and have lifetime insurance on your Rover. You could pay $415 on the Soldier of Fortuna package, War Bond, and get lifetime insurance on a Phoenix, a Ursa Rover, and a P-72 Emerald Fortuna version of all those ships, the green version. You could also pay, I think, $475 store credit and get the package, but I think it's got 6 months insurance on it. So you have a few different options on the sell page only today. As far as the Soldier of Fortuna packages, those will sell out again. As you can see, they're sold out from yesterday. They will sell out again today. So if that's something you are wanting, get on the website, look when that sale is going to happen. They posted it as one of the developers. Look under the developer post, and they will tell you what time today that those go on sale. I think it's probably like noon or so today, my time. I don't know. You need to check out what it is your time, and if you want to get it, that is, and go pick one up. I've got some information listed here. It's also going to be listed down below in the description of this video. Guys, you hit that like button, you hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comments down below of all the green ships and vehicles. Also, help me out by watching some of the ads and clicking on them. That really helps the channel out. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.